All right, welcome back, fifth graders. So hopefully, if you are watching this second video, it means that you have answered questions 16 and 17. All right, so I'm going to scroll down here and really quickly just walk you through, one, how I know what kind of problem it is, and then two, the actual solving of those problems. So it says Patrick ran 53 meters away from Marty and then ran 6.02 meters directly back towards him. How far was Patrick from Marty then? Okay, again, we are comparing those two numbers. We are looking at a situation in which Marty became closer to Patrick than he was when he was 53 meters away. So this again is another subtraction problem, guys. Okay, 53, and then we're going to subtract. Now, this is another one of those problems where I really need to make sure that I line up my decimal points. And you might say, well, Mr. Mace, there is no decimal point in question or in number 53, but there's always a decimal point in every number, guys. It's just an implied decimal point. It is the decimal point that comes after every single number. So we need to make sure that that is included there so that we can line up the 16 with the 53 and then add the 0.02 underneath it. Now again, I need to make sure that I add the zeros to the top of that number to balance it out because, again, I can't take 2 away from nothing. So now I go through the subtraction problem. I'm not going to switch colors this time just because, again, you guys were supposed to have done this already, so I'm going to quickly walk you through the process. I can't take 2 away from 0, nothing to borrow from in the next column, so I'm coming all the way out front here to turn that 3 into a 2 and making this a 10. Then I'm going to borrow from this 10 and make it a 9, and I'm bringing and making this one a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 0 is 9. Drop the decimal point straight into my answer. Again, cannot take 6 away from 2, so I make this 5 into a 4 and make this one a 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. 4 minus 1 is 3. And our answer for number 16, and hopefully it was the answer for you as well, would be 36.98 meters. All right. And then the last question here, number 17. Sarita has some ribbon. After she used 23.8 centimeters of it, she had 58 centimeters left. Now you might see the word left there and you think, all right, this has got to be a subtraction problem. But in this case, guys, we are working our way back. This is what she's left. Now our question says, how much did she start with? Well, we obviously needed to start with more before I could take some of it away, right? Or before I'm left with some of it, meaning that this is actually going to be an addition problem. Now, I'm going to erase some of what we have here just so that I can write a little higher on the page and you guys can see that. All right. So this is actually an addition problem. Now again, the key to this is not just looking at the two numbers and writing them down and adding. It's making sure that I know that I've got 2 decimal numbers here. Okay, the first one is 23.8. It's an adding problem. Now where does that 50 go? Okay, I could put the 50 underneath the 3 and the 8, and that would look better. It would look more appealing, but in honesty, guys, we need to make sure that that 50 has its decimal point behind it so we can line those two up, make sure they're in the same spot. And just for, again, visual sake, we can add that last 0 behind it. It does not change the value of the number. So this problem then looks like this, which now makes for a really easy math problem. 8 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 0 is 3. 5 plus 2 is 7. And again, remember to drop the decimal point straight down. I could have done that earlier, maybe save some time, but 73.8 or 73 and 8/10 centimeters. Now our label changes as well. Not only did it change the operation we were doing, but it also changes the label, and being aware of that is important. All right, guys, so hopefully those 2 answers are similar to what you got or are the same as what you got. Remember to do the exit ticket for lesson 2-4 and submit that to your teacher. Remember that you will get multiple attempts at that. So if something doesn't go well the first time, if you make a silly mistake or you just don't understand the concept, you can watch the videos again. You can ask your teacher some questions, but make sure you are getting the best score possible on that. Thank you guys again, and have a wonderful day.